Hi again, welcome to our Module 3 little lesson here. There's a couple of things I wanted to show you. I taught school for 5 years and I was surprised at how much parents weren't quite sure how to help their child sound out a word. It's because right now in this beginning reading stage number 2, your child knows the sounds, they know rhymes and onsets, and they've learned syllables and they're ready to start sounding out words. But there's a certain you can do it however you want. But one way that I've found to help children is to sound it out by pointing to the word. So my mouse here is pretend it's my finger. Okay, so here's a basic word. It's a CVC word, a consonant, a vowel, and a consonant. So this is how I would sound it out with a child. Okay, let's make all the sounds in this word. K, a, t. Now do it all together. Cat. And then the more we do it, I might say like this. K, a, so when we blend it, we're clapping. That brings in the gross motor and gets more parts of their brain going as well. And then when I'm learning words, I like to stick with word families, which I talked about in the slides. So these are all at CVC words. So I might say, okay, we learned cat. Now let's learn this one. B, a, t, bat. Okay, or they can point to it. B, a, t, bat. Okay, same thing. S, a, sat, at, mat. So you're sounding it all out. Then I like to challenge them. Okay, we've sounded out this whole list of words. Let's try to do it without sounding it out. Okay, look at the word, think about it, say the word on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Cat. That way they're not feeling rushed to say the word, and they can kind of sound it out in their head, and they start to process, okay, this is how we really read a word. Okay, same thing here, but just a little bit more advanced. These are CVCC words, consonant, vowel, consonant, consonant. When two consonants are together like this, it's called a blend. Now, the child can do two things. They can sound out each individual sound, d, s, k, dusk. But I like to usually challenge them a little bit because the blends they can say in one movement. So I go like this, d, sk. Okay, that way they get that practicing blending them together. So I would go like this. D, sk, dusk. Sk, musk. Okay, so now challenge your child. If they need each individual sound, keep doing each individual sound. If they're ready to say the blend is one, do the blend is one. So that's how I like to sound out words. And you can just picture you get more and more advanced. Now, I just wanted to show you in the PDF below, I give you some book suggestions for beginning readers. There are so many, but at this point, your books are changing, okay? Because actually, your average picture book, you go to the library and you get, there are some really advanced words in there. A lot of picture books are not for beginning readers, even though they're kind of at their level as far as what they want to be reading about and stuff. So I actually did a search, and I searched for beginning reading books, leveled reading books, I can read books, and these are just a variety. I absolutely love every step into reading book I've ever read with a child. I think they're fantastic. These Bob books, I found this on Amazon, but you can find them most any places. Super great, and they usually level it. Like here's CVC books, here's CVCC books, and you can read them. I like to, at this stage, your child is going to want to read. So find a book with where most of the words they can read them, so they feel confident. They might have a random word in there that's pretty hard. Like for example, this Pete the Cat, beach, that's going to be a word they're not quite ready for yet. But you can teach them that word as they are reading all the other words that they do know, like the, cat, at, the, okay? Those are things you can teach them. So there's some great book ideas. I also just wanted to show a few ideas, which I share more in the PDF, for fun ways to practice these CVC words and beginning words. These are all ideas I found on Pinterest. They're not my own ideas. I found other ideas which I think are great. So here's some word family practicing. Look at all these ag, ag words, og words, ig words, and they're putting them together, and you could practice reading them and practice doing all the families and getting faster as you read them. Great idea there. I loved that. This one, because in this stage you're practicing rhyming a little bit too, which I mentioned in the slides. I thought this was super fun because they don't even have to read the words, but they can just look at the pictures. Okay, so hen, pen, bee, tree, and they have to match them. It's a puzzle. And one more fun idea I found, if your child is struggling with vowel sounds, the actual vowel sound in the word, I thought this was a great idea because they're using their fine motor skills and they get to look at the picture. Again, they're not having to read the word. Look at the picture and listen for that sound, because sometimes all it takes is a little more listening. So check out the PDF below for more ideas, more book ideas, and more things to help you with these beginning words.